September 26, 1983. The world was minutes away from nuclear war. A Soviet officer staring at a flashing red screen had to make a choice: launch missiles or do nothing. If he was wrong, millions would die. If he was right, he might just save the world. This is the story of Stanislav Petrov, the man who single-handedly prevented World War III. The Cold War was at its peak. The US and the Soviet Union had thousands of nuclear weapons aimed at each other, ready to launch at a moment's notice. Tensions were boiling, especially after the Soviets shot down a South Korean passenger plane just weeks earlier. Both sides were on high alert, expecting the worst. And then, it happened. Stanislav Petrov was a lieutenant colonel in the Soviet Air Defense Forces. His job? Monitor early warning satellites for signs of a US nuclear attack. And then, on September 26, 1983, disaster struck. The system detected 5 incoming nuclear missiles. The sirens screamed. Protocol was clear. He had to report the attack immediately. But something felt off. If Petrov followed protocol, the Soviet Union would launch a full-scale nuclear retaliation. The world would end in fire and fallout. But something didn't add up. Only 5 missiles? If the US was attacking, why not launch hundreds? And there was no confirmation from ground radar. It didn't make sense. Against all military orders, Petrov made a decision. He reported it as a false alarm. Minutes passed. No nuclear explosions, no incoming missiles. Petrov was right. The attack was actually a malfunction. The satellite had mistaken sunlight reflections off clouds for missile launches. If he had followed orders, the world might have been destroyed over a glitch. But instead, thanks to one man's instincts, we're still here today. You'd think Petrov would be celebrated as a hero, right? Nope. The Soviet military tried to cover up the incident. Petrov wasn't punished, but he wasn't exactly rewarded either. He retired quietly, living out his life in near obscurity. It wasn't until years later that the world learned about his incredible decision. In 2004, he was finally recognized with an award for humanity's service. If Petrov had followed orders, the Soviet Union would have launched their nuclear arsenal. The US would have responded, and within hours, the world as we know it would have been gone. One man's decision saved billions of lives, without firing a single shot. Stanislav Petrov wasn't a president, a general, or a world leader. He was just one man who chose to think instead of panic. And because of that, you and I are here today. So what do you think? Should he be remembered as a global hero? Let me know in the comments. And if you love crazy history stories like this, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.